couple of months back, I had a revelation concerning promotion at my place of work. But when this revelation came, it was a bit confusing for me because by the grace of God, I'm a financial data analyst and there were no signs of promotion for me at all. It was just my supervisor who was supposed to be promoted to a branch manager. That's the only promotion we are looking forward to. None for me at all. So when the revelation came, regardless, I prayed, I claimed it, and I forgot about it. It came again the second time. I prayed, I claimed it, and I forgot about it. So some 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago or thereabouts, something unusual happened in my place of work. My boss, who resides in the UK, he sent all the employees an email to evacuate the office. It was quite strange because nothing like that has ever happened before.
He sacked all of them.
No, not sack. He told us to evacuate the office, leave the office by 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Our closing time is 4 p.m. So it was quite strange. We didn't know what the problem was. So, but before I left the office, the maintenance manager called me and told me that my boss would like to have a word with me, that he wants to know when would be convenient for us to talk. I told him a time, and my boss called me at my convenient time, and he was giving me compliments very strangely. I actually thought he wanted to fire me. So he was talking to me about my professionalism, my dedication at work, and the fact that he loves the way I love God. And then he finally drops it to me that he would like me to be the branch manager of the company.
Power!
So when he told me, I was overwhelmed because, he didn't even say promoted to a supervisor. He went all the way to a branch manager. It was overwhelming for me.
Power!
So at that point in time, I totally forgot about my revelation because I was overwhelmed. So I told him I have to pray about it because one thing about me is, if it is not the will of God, I don't get involved, no matter the position, no matter what it is. It has to be the will of God for me. So I told him I need to pray about it. He said, no problem, I should take my time and then get back to him, that the position will be waiting and the office will be closed until there's a manager in the company. Praise the Lord.
Chosen people taking over the world by signs and wonders without struggle with the age.
So I spoke to my parents about it. I spoke to a very close friend of mine, and whilst I was speaking with them, I then remembered my revelation, and then we were praising God of my pastor because it was very strange and very shocking. And then I called my boss a couple of days later, and I told him I would take the position. So by the grace of God, I am not only a financial data analyst, I am the branch manager of the company.
Clap unto God of the chosen. Thank you, Father. Great testimony, great intervention. Miracle, job, employment, and upliftment.
The most important or the most interesting part about this testimony is I didn't pray for this. It was never part of my prayer point to be promoted at my place of work. I was always comfortable being an employee and, bringing things positively to the table at the company. But apparently, this is what God wants for me. And one thing I know that I'm very consistent in doing in this church is the act of giving. I don't joke with my tithes and offerings. I don't joke with my transport pledges, my first fruits, all my pledges in general. And by the grace of God, whenever I pledge in this church, it has never exceeded the next day. So what I'm trying to say in essence is I understand the benefits of giving. And so I have done this, and God of my pastor has promoted me. I didn't even ask for this. Apparently, he saw me fit, and I am deeply, deeply grateful. I prayed, I made his name alone be highly exalted forever and ever and ever in Jesus' mighty name.
Amen.
Like I have told you before, right? I try my best to be fair when making my commentary. And I watch videos and I comment on them individually. So when I hear someone say something that made a lot of sense, I appreciate it. Like what this lady said in this video. It's her testimony. It's what she believes in. Now, in my own opinion, the promotion she got might not have anything to do with her being a religious person. But that is just my own opinion, right? Because I believe that she might be a very hardworking person. She might be a person with good characters. She might be someone people can rely upon. And all these qualities, in my own opinion, have nothing to do with her religious affiliation. But then again, she has the right to think that or to believe that the promotion might have come to be as a result of she being a member of choosing. That is her own opinion, and I respect it. But if you listen to what she said, how can you dispute something like this? How can you say that something like this is just a fake? You cannot, because the narration she gave made a lot of sense. Okay, made a lot of sense. So to you people out there thinking that religious critique or people who are critiquing some men of God are just bitter, are just trying to set confusion, are just trying to set in chaos, what you should do is listen to what those people said. Don't put on your religious hat when listening. Listen with an open mind and see for yourself if whether or not what they say isn't crazy enough. Just listen to it and ask yourself this question: if what they are saying really made any sense. You should be able to ask yourself that question, because any logical person would ask themselves that simple question. What these guys are saying or what they have said, does it make any sense at all? If you cannot ask yourself this simple question, then I wonder the type of person you really are. But you know what? No matter how clear things are, some people just choose not to see it. And no matter how reasonable some people might be, others might just decide not to reason with them. And that is why we always have different opinions, right? Which is good, so to say. So let's listen to a member of the Lord's choosing come out to defend the church and also promise danger and difficult times to all those who are making a mockery of their man of God, Pastor Lazarus Muoka, and the chosen brand. So let's hear what he had to say.
I woke up this morning and I saw a lot of my friends that have sent messages to me about what is going on about my church, the Lord's Chosen Charismatic Revival Movement. About the training video, which says, part of them says, I am choosing, this who are you? Let me just make an input in this video so that the people, if it is a content creator or things that they want to use for their video to make gains, please stop it. Stop it forthwith, because it's not good for your own image. It might affect you tomorrow, and you will come to the altar of the Lord choosing to kneel before the God of choosing and apologize. Things of this nation has happened in time past. When my pastor made that declaration for all choosing members worldwide, wherever place you reside, once you meet a danger, once a danger confronts you, being an armed robber, being a kind of fire, being all kind of thing, road accident or what, or plane mishap or things that once you notice that a danger is confronting you, even in the bush, when you meet a lion, meet a snake, meet whatever thing, make that declaration. I am choosing. You mention that danger name. If it's in a robbery case, an armed robber, who are you? Just wait. And if that armed robber persists that is still standing before you, then you now make a declaration again. Where is the God of my pastor power? You see something that's beyond a man. God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob will appear immediately and rescue you. Even if they fired bullet at that time, the bullet will not penetrate you, to fall on the ground. And in that moment, my pastor also make a declaration, collect the gun from that armed robber. Collect it. Many testimony has happened, even in women. Women has collected guns from armed robbers. Women. not men, women have collected guns from armed robbers that if you confront with armed robbers and you've collected guns and the gun have deposited with the police. These are all verifiable testimonies. Lord is a testimony are verifiable. They are not cook and box story or something that I cook up. No. It is something that you can verify. So these are the things that happen. So it's mystery to people. They don't understand the declaration. And that is why they are mimicking and making video, kind of video. You can't go to the market and say, I'm a bag of rice. Who are you? You collect the bag, put it in my boot. Or bag of Gary. You mention Gary. I'm a Gary give. No. That is stealing. That is not the declaration. That is not the instruction from my pastor. Please desist from it. Do not go to the market and use that word, I'm a Gary, who are you? Carry. No. It will not work because you are not a chosen. Please try and attend any of our services for just one day and see what I'm saying. You see the power of God, the movement, the raw words of God from the pulpit. Do not do this, do not do that, do not do this, do not do that. You see it, you will hear it, you will feel it, and you judge for yourself. You know, I just woke in from sleep, you know, and once I open my phones, after my prayers, I open my phone, I saw all these kind of messages and all that, and I said, let me make this video to correct this impression, you know, about the words I am. Do not use it. Do not make caricature of it. I am advising you. Do not make caricature of it so that the wrath of God will not come upon you. Stop it. Stop it. If you doubt me, ask E-Money. You will know the popular E-Money. If you also doubt me, ask Governor Diri of Bayelsa State and many multi-trillionaires that we have. If you go to Dumota, if you go to Akwambo, go to all these places and see how billionaires are made. A truck pusher became a multi-billionaire, you know, over a time. A truck pusher, you know, by this God of the chosen. So there are many testimonies that is unfounded in any other place. There are many testimonies that is unbelievable. Many testimony, you know. I don't want to talk about mine. You know, mine is so big that if I open my mouth and tell you about my testimony, you will not believe me. You know, you say, this is a story or something. I die as a chosen. I will die as a chosen. Me. I am a triple chief. You know, I'm a triple chief. And I continue to be a chosen. I will be a chosen until I die. And that is why all of my houses, I name them after the God of chosen. The one I live in Abuja currently, I name it the Lost Chosen, the Goshen. The Goshen, you know the meaning of Goshen? The place of rest. My house in the village is called the Lost Chosen. And these are all inscribed though. If you pass there, you know that there's a chosen living here. The one in Lagos is called Chosen Generation, a royal priesthood, a peculiar people, a holy nation. These are all inscribed on the building. And you will just know that there's a man chosen living here. You know, so these are the things that every chosen is identifiable with. I'm identified with those things that anywhere you go, you know that there's a chosen living here. I am proud to be a chosen, and I will die as a chosen. I am not afraid of anything. I used to fly from Abuja, drive myself. Sometimes my driver drives me. Drive myself because I like to drive from here to Isoko that I'm from. But because of the danger of things on the road, once I arrive, they'll be all warning me, you drive, please don't drive, oh, danger. So they discourage me. And that is why, because of the bad road, not because of armed robber, because of kidnapping, no. Because of bad road, you know, so that my car will not go bad easily. That's why I'm flying now. Otherwise, I like driving and nothing will happen. I am confident, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I'm very sure nothing will happen to any chosen member as well on all those rules. You know, so please, if you want to be a chosen proper. And stop mimicking choosing with the declaration of my pastor. It is wrong. Don't use it. Don't use or don't apply it anyhow. That's not instruction. Don't apply it and you go to the market and they collect people's rice or collect people's beans or collect people's Gary. That I'm a choosing. That is stealing. Stop it. Stop it forthwith. If you want to do it, just go there and steal. Don't not use the Lord choosing apron that I'm wearing now, or something similar to it, and you go to the market and say, I'm machine, give me Gary, who are you? I collect Gary. Even if you are acting or you are using as a video or for creating anything that you want to make profit from, please stop it. I'm advising you. It is bad, it's unethical, and it is not done. Please stop it. I advise you.
Some religious people, so to say, find it very difficult to separate a mockery of what they do from a mockery of God. That is the problem with some religious people. They themselves will brought about all the attention, all the spotlight. They will do all that to themselves and then turn around and blame other people for giving them the spotlight. They go to their churches and spit out all kinds of outrageous testimonies that shouldn't even be said anywhere. And when people use these same testimonies to make mockery of them, they get angry and they start making threat. That's all what they do. They use fear to scare people. They use God's punishment to subdue people. And if that does not work, they use the police and the legal system to do that. That is what they do. They say stuff. They provoke public criticism. And when people criticize them, they use God and the Bible to scare them. It's always about them, never about us. Never about us, always about them. If you say this, God will punish you. If you don't do this, you won't get this. Always about them. And I ask myself, why? Why? Why are they the chosen one? Why is it always about them? Why is it that when we make mockery of them, we will be punished? But when they steal from us, when they mislead us, when they collect our hard-earned money, God doesn't punish them. Why? They have collected so much money from us. They have built mansions for themselves. They are driving in luxurious cars, and they have more than 1 or 2 private jets. And yet still, God has never punished them for that. But when we say you guys have done more than enough, that your excesses are out of control, and it is high time someone said something, because this cannot keep going on. Someone has to say something. And then all of a sudden, we are making a mockery of God, and God would punish us? Really? 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 Your children eat very well. Your home is well secured. What about us? I keep on asking myself, when will it ever be about us? When? When? When will it never be about you, the so-called men of God? When? It's quite a pity that we are in this situation or position whereby many people do not know their left from their right. It's quite a shame that even the goose who are being slaughtered are siding with the slaughterer, are siding with those who are doing the slaughtering. It's really a pity. But let me say this to you guys out there, to all those of you who are listening to me. No God will punish you for speaking out what you think is the truth. No God will punish you for looking out for yourself. No God will punish you for speaking out against some men of God who are abusing the Lord's name. No God will punish you for seeing what some men of God are doing and say, hey, this has gone on for too long. Maybe something is needed to be done. Maybe something has to be done. Maybe we have to step on the brakes here. No God will punish you. No God will punish you. Something must be done. Our society is falling apart. Some religious people have turned our society upside down, and it is left for us to put it back to order. If you can't do it, others will. All those men of God who are abusing their privileged position, who are making a mockery of God, who are using God's name to line up their pocket. All of you guys out there who think that you can just do things with impunity, with little or no regard for the common person, your days will soon come, and you and your congregation will be made into a mockery. It started with Jeremiah Omoto of Mercy City. Now it is going to Lazarus Muoka of the Lost Chosen. It won't end there. It will keep on going.